What's up, Dragon Ball player? We're back here again in Bainbridge, Georgia with my boy Rashad.
Yo, what's up, guys?
We over here with that locals. Tell them what you played today.
I played Dabura.
What the hell did he do?
So this leader is very. Okay, I kind of like the leader. I don't think the leader is horrible. I just think the stipulations on the swap are like really bad. So when he attacks, you look at the top 5 for Evil Wizard, Demon God, or Demon Realm Race, and then you shuffle your deck. Your Awakening condition. If your opponent's leader is awakened, you take life until you go to 4, draw 2, flip them. Or if you're at 4 life already, you just draw 2, flip them.
So the people that's like your aggro match, they can awaken quicker. You just
and then you
match
like
them.
awaken back with them. And then like almost every deck now just has alternate awaken. Like every deck's like awakening on turn 2 now. So like if they try to stall you, if they awaken, then like you just get to skip all that.
Facts.
And then on his backside, when he attacks, you draw once per turn. Activate main, you can pay a black to pull your unison out of the drop with a marker on it. It goes to the warp at the end of the turn, but you'll normally just spirit boost it to death and just keep recycling it. So you just need to like draw like one unison. You can normally just keep that one in rotation.
All right. Remember our new players. If you see a black dot on your card, that means you got to play black energy. It's not generic.
Yeah. He's got another spirit boost once per turn. You just spirit boost once, activate battle. He gains 6,000 power. So that helps you combo out of some stuff a lot.
So they give you that awkwardness like a 21.
Yeah, and then so most stuff's like 19, 15, 20 or something like that. And you're like, okay, well, Spirit Boost, I'm at 21. That like just eliminates all that without using a card from your hand. And then
what's been your usual hand size with this deck?
On turn 2 onwards, I was usually having like 11 or more cards in hand. Like most of the day, I had like 13 cards in hand. You draw quite a bit despite like having a bottom deck so often for your spirit boost to swap.
Interesting.
But all the cards replace themselves. So you play the first one and it replaces itself. You swap, you put it back in your hand, and then the one that you play, even though you bottom deck the card, the one you just played is gonna draw a card as well. So like everything just replaces itself, and you're still getting the swap pieces back to your hand.
All right, let's go into the meat and potatoes of the deck.
Okay, so first, you have to play for this unison. You literally, like, you want to go first, you want to see this on turn 1. If you go first, you see this on turn 1, you like normally golden. Because it's got 20k. Like, it's not going to get killed.
So what is it like a specified way he has to come out for the X in order to attack, or he just can't attack until you get to a certain number?
He can't attack unless you have 4 markers on him. Like, so 3 and below, he can't swing. He's got Empower 3, which Empower for any new players is if you already had a unison, let's say I already had one of these on the field and it had 2 markers, I could just play the next one. Since this has no specified cost, you could just play it without paying any cost, and it would just carry over the 2 markers. So that's actually how you like utilize the deck. You get it down to 1 marker, and then you empower it for the next one, so you can +1 the next one, and then you have 2 markers again. So it lets you continue to swap because all the swaps take Spirit Boost, and also it gives you the auto again. So into his auto, whenever you activate swap on a Demon Realm Race or one of those 3 categories, you get the Warp of Battle card 3 or below. So it gives you some board clear. And then his +1 is you bottom deck 1, draw 1. Which the build I have for this deck, that +1 is like perfect for me.
Good.
So next, if you can get the Dabura TPs, play the Dabura TP instead of the Super Combo. Play Vegeta Super Combo and for the TP. Unfortunately, I did not get for the TP because I actually don't like play the game anymore. So I just played what I had.
So remember, guys, in our notes, get Vegeta Super Combos, buy to the board. The DP is probably
like
cheap.
$2 now.
Yeah, because nobody plays this deck.
Yeah. So it's literally just a super combo. It doesn't draw. It has swap 4, but this one you don't have to bottom deck a card from your hand for because it's a super combo and it don't draw. So it's a 10k that you can use at any time, and then you just get the swap without bottom decking into the Dabura Xeno that costs 4, which is this guy.
So nice looking the board.
Drip board. He's got a Dark Overrealm 4 for 3 energy. But you're going to swap into them 9 times out of 10. It's just, they all have a way to play them if you're not able to swap. Okay. So when he's played, you draw a card, your opponent warps a card from your hand. That's literally all it does.
Okay. Nice little trade. What we got next?
Next is the other main swap engine in the deck. It's going to be the Towa sub. So this Towa, when she's played, you look at the top 3, and you add one of the 3 categories of Demon Realm race, or a unison with no specified cost, which is this guy. And then after you look at the top 3, you grab one, the rest go on the bottom. And then of course she just has the same swap as all the rest of them. Swap 3 into a Towa for a Spirit Boost 1, and place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck.
Alright.
And then you'll swap into this one.
Oh, I remember that card.
So this Towa, when she's played, you draw a card. She's got dual attack, she's 15k. If your opponent has a unison with 4 or more markers on it when she's played, your opponent either warps 2 cards from their hand and or battle area, or you gain control of their unison.
So pretty much if your opponent has 0 cards in hand, you will take that unison.
Yep, you steal their unison. This came up for me like a good bit today, because like a lot of people's unisons just get big really quick. And it's like after you played, because there's a line, the line that I'll show you in a little bit, where you go into like both of these on turn 2. Because their swaps don't cost energy. So you play both of these on turn 2. You play this one first, warp a card from their hand, and then you go into this one next, and it's like you either warp 2 more cards or, you take their unison. Like, it's really good. Her other way to play her is EX Evolve for 1 black and 1 energy any color onto a Towa that's 2 or below. So if you don't have a unison, you can just EX Evolve her on top of the other one. And again, it's 15k dual attack. And that's like the main swap chain. There's another one in there, but
your secondary line.
I'll show you like what bonds this deck together. If this card didn't exist, this deck would not be playable. Because as you can see, there's no way to cheat these little ones out. Like, it's 2 energy. Like, there's no other way around. There's 2 energy.
And this card's going to have the same set as the rest of it?
This one's actually old. This one's from set 12.
Vision Rejuvenation.
Yeah, that's it. So he's got to activate main, 2 energy of any color. Your leader has to be the Demon Realm race, whatever thing. You place him from your hand to the drop. You crit a life. You play 2 of the 3 Demon Realm race categories. Energy costs 2 specifically, and they have to have different character names. And then you can warp a battle card from your opponent's drop, which helped me against Sin Shinra earlier today.
Shout out to Pain and Sin.
So you pay 2 energy. For your 2 energy, you play these.
Your TP, Dabura, and the Towa.
And then you're gonna plus off this one because you're playing it from your deck, and then you're adding another card to your hand, and then their swaps are free. So into that, you play this, get your super combo to your hand. You don't have the bottom deck for that one. You draw, get rid of one of their cards, and then you have the bottom deck for this one, but then you get this. Like, this is back to your hand. And then you draw a card for this, and if they got a beefed up unison, then they're either warping more cards again, or you're taking their unison.
So you're slowly painting your opponent's hand so you can get more resources for yourself, so you can slowly grind out for the win.
Yep, and the deck is extremely fast and aggressive. Like, all my games are like over by like turn 3, because like you're kind of swinging a lot. If you go first and you open your unison, which you want to open these 2 cards, nothing else in your hand matters. These are like the only 2 cards.
Hard mulligan for this.
If you draw any of these, because you can only play them from the deck, you plus the unison, you put it on the bottom of the deck so you know you're not going to draw it again, and then you play them out with this guy. So on turn 2, you'll have this swing, your leader swing. Well, you'd have to draw on the second one, then you can tuck one under them. Then you'd have this swing, the leader swing, the 2 15k swings, swap, this swing, and then her 2 swings. And before, we also played it on the new ban list, but before, Fighting Against Fate was like a staple
MVP.
Like, it was insane in this deck before.
Right now, we gotta do other things. We're gonna show you the other thing we gotta do post ban list. Because trust me, we got some cards.
That's the this is the core of the deck right here for real. Everything right here. This is like the important stuff. This is what you're always gonna go into. And
then so show us the other sweetness.
The other swap chain is the Poutine chain, because it's still good. It's honestly like, actually, I'll just go ahead and throw this out with us.
All right, make sure y'all pick up that Umbral Might Poutine, because you can start eating them tokens, get them dual attack swings.
So this, I hardly ever play this because the other ones are just better. Like, honestly, like in testing and then playing today, the other ones just like perform better.
Yes.
But when you're wanting to play a little defensive is when you use this line. So, like, I played 3 of these in one turn, like, just to build up for, like, a big next turn. I'm just going to keep adding cards.
So you can play her off the spirit boost.
I'll just hard cast them.
Oh, hard cast it for 1.
It does the same as that thing as a Towa. When you play it, look at the top 3. It looks for the same exact cards.
The characteristic of the class.
Grab it, and the rest of them go to the bottom. This Poutine can also just be played. It's Dark Overwhelm 3 for 1 energy. So this is just a generic black card. If you're playing like a black aggro deck, this is probably like just a good pickup for it. So when she's played, you play Dark Empire token, which is the same exact token that this is, and then activate battle.
Yeah.
You can kill the token, untap her. She gets 10k, and you draw a card.
Yeah.
If you play it with this, it's a blocker. This is not a blocker, but it's the same exact token. 5,000 power, 5k combo power. It just doesn't have blocker.
And then also on defense, you can use your token to block, do a shadow block, sack it with Poutine to get the draw.
Yep. So that's what you normally want to do is like you swing with her, untap, draw, swing with her again, just 15. And when you pass, you activate this, you make the token, block with the token, activate the Poutine, you kill the token, untap the Poutine, draw, and then you got another block out of it that way and another draw. So that's really, I only played this when I was playing defensively, and I just used it that way. But it can be pretty aggressive too, because it still is 2 swings, but this Poutine just doesn't have enough power to attack. She's 4k.
Yeah,
so
a Poutine slap.
you just rather play the other stuff so you can be aggressive.
Say less, say less. What else you got for us?
Alright, so next is the other targets for the Meki Dabura, a 2-drop or 3-drop. So this is if you don't draw the unison, like there's literally no point in playing your super combo out, and there's no point in playing this Towa out with no unison because you can't swap. So we have the other 2-drop 15k Towa. When it's played and then when it attacks after that, you look at the top 5 for this one only has Demon Realm Race, which almost every card is still a Demon Realm Race.
So you get some recursion.
You still search like the same exact cards. Well, this one you just can't grab the unison. And then this is just because you have to play cards with different names, and you don't just want your super combo sitting on the board. So you play this, and this helps you push. Actually, if you have to play this guy, because once per turn, if you combo with one of the 3 types, and you get the draw, so it makes your first super combo 10k draw 1. Like it just makes it a normal super combo once per turn on your turn only with this guy. But you just have to have other targets for that because like it's not always just good to play those specific 2, and you can only play 2 drops, like exactly 2 drops. So you can't play like the Poutine to like try to thin your deck or anything. So I just wanted like actual good cards that will work with it.
High value.
And then the last time I played was just 2 of these because you normally get your opponent's cards warped. So this is just like a good generic.
You'll either have enough of the qualification to play it with your warp or their warp.
Yeah, like you'll get there. So you can play this. You don't have to play this card, honestly. Like this can be like 2 of the cards you cut out because I play like an even 50. If you want to keep it at 50, you can like cut these and. You could cut these because you'd add the Dabura TPs in, and you'd have to add 4 more cards for the super combos. So you don't have to play this. I actually didn't use it a single time today, but it's nice.
Sometimes it's better to have it than not have it.
Better to have it than not have it. Next, we got a Diet Secret Identity.
Go pick them up, guys. What Bandai wants us to play now.
This is what they want us to use. So, I wanted some board clear in the deck aside from the unison because it only clears 3 drops.
But there are some decks out here that will span the board, so you gotta have this.
Wow, this is like the exact definition of a diet version of a card. Like not only does it cost an energy, it only warps energy costs up to 5 instead of up to 6, and it can't choose cards with blocker. But it does have double strike, so that's like the trade-off. It's still like a board clear card. I just wanted to have one, so I just played this.
We just remember it's diet. It's the great value, so we gotta pay the energy for great value.
And of course, Champa because Kai's bad. Shout out Giancarlo.
No Kai, please no Kai.
Giancarlo was actually my only loss today as well. So shout out to him. And then we play one of these, of course, because it's a black deck.
Man, you think you're gonna go for that win, then you look here and you just get sad. You just get sad, man.
And then the last card was
Appa
this Dabura.
Stoppa.
Because it's searchable by like almost every single card in the deck, and like it stops secret rares. So, guys just played one copy of this because it's like a searchable out to secret rares.
Hey, if your locals are playing that new cell, they want to play Cell Xeno, we just Appa Stoppa. We got any special shout we want to do before we get up out of here?
The bad beats. Shout out to all my opponents today. My matches were round 1 I played against Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. I won 2-0. Round 2 I played Giancarlo. He got it 2-0. Round 3 I played against Finn. That was a really close game. I ended up taking that one 2-0. And then the last round I played against Sin, and I ended up taking that one 2-0 as well. So I think this deck is like actually decent. It's not good by any means, but it's very decent. So again, shout out Eternity's Portal. If you're ever in the Bainbridge area, come down and check us out. Shout out Bad Beats.
Will, do we got anything going on July 9th?
Yeah, we do. We got a mid deck profile. Sorry guys, we got we're doing 2 streams at once, and I know Alex is looking at me like screw you, Dad. But we got a half a case tournament here at the Portal coming through on July 9th. 10, sign up. I need deck lists and come enjoy the competition here. It's the new set.
Ultimate Squad.
Ultimate Squad.
Ultimate Squad.
Yes.
Ultimate Squad
coming over there with ultimate hands.
2:30.
Ultimate
2:30. Sign up. That's just coming here about 2. And we'll get you situated and get going. It's going to be a blast. We got some great players here. Everybody in the shop, shout out. Hey, what's up?
Y'all niggas
Peace
basic as fuck, man. Yes, let's go!
All right.
All right, so that's us. Well, I'll let y'all guys later. Look at that. All right, let's take one more time out for that Dabura drip.
And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.